Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. At least today, you get to see the face behind the voice. And today, we are going to talk intensively about an amazing scholarship scheme that is running, and it's quite a lot of them. And is the Erasmus Mundus scholarship. And I want you to know that if you're in a scholarship search and you've not found Erasmus Mundus as a scholarship, then probably you're not doing something right, because they're one of the biggest funders of scholarship. And what they do is that they give a fully funded 2-year masters in a particular area. So they mentioned the particular area of field, and you can do it in a country of mobility. What they mean by that is that there are specific countries that run this program, and so you within your 2 years you can get to go to all this country. It can be more than one, it can be more than two, it can be more than three. And so they're running an amazing scheme. And I saw this number of scholarships that are open. I want to take you through. So if you're here for the first time, my name is Lois, and welcome back. Do comment and also do subscribe to the channel. Let's get right into that. So this first one is the Erasmus Mundus Masters in Quality and Analytical Laboratories, and what they are giving is that they want people with a strong background, or you can even have a diploma or higher education authority in chemistry, biology, pharmaceutical sciences, biochemistry, environmental engineering, chemical engineering, food engineering, chemical analysis, clinical analysis, and medicine. And I always say that it's quite difficult to get a particular scholarship that wants to help people to be able to further in terms of clinical analysis and medicine, but they are given the opportunity to all and breaking the status quo. So if you fall within that scholarship, do apply. Now they are requiring for setting proficiency English exam. If you're looking at applying before the deadline and you cannot write this exam, one of the things I say is that if you can get an English proficiency letter, or you can take a particular test, sit down and apply for it, and you can show a minimum classification of B2 in all required fields, you can apply with it. But if within that area you still want to go for it, you don't have English test exam, find out in your school or country of origin whether there's an English test exam, or probably try and contact somebody within your area or your country that has applied for this scholarship and has gotten it, and see the advices that they are going to give to you. They clearly stated also that not all of you will be able to get the scholarship. So if you want to also be able to finance this, you find an interest in the course, you can do that. But obviously, this is like you are here because you want the scholarship. So definitely, this is what you want to go for. Now, there are student experience, research thesis is worth also reading about them, and to also know application here, how to do the application. You can go right into it and start the application. Now, let me also highlight that I'm going to go through a couple of them, but for the sake of this video, and if you have watched to this point, I want to do a detailed video of step-by-step process from first to finish on how to apply for you. But there are quite a number of them, and for the sake of making this video short, I'm just going to lead you through the scholarships that are running and whether you clear some hubs. But if you want me to do a detailed video from start to finish, comment in the leave a comment, and the person or the people with the highest number of comments in terms of a particular course, I'm going to do that step-by-step video for them as a takeaway bonus. So let's go right into the next scholarship. This next scholarship is an Erasmus Mundus master's degree in sustainable cropping systems. They call it the Erasmus Mundus Master in Plant Health and in sustainable cropping systems. And there's a huge apply now on how to apply. This particular page is friendly, and you can see that there are some partners and companies that are also helping in being able to raise this particular scholarship. You would want to read some master's thesis and testimonials, and if you find somebody within your country of origin and they've drop them an email saying that you're applying, can you I have this particular question. But before you do that, make sure that you've started the application so that you send them tangible questions, because they are also quite busy, and before they will get back to you, they want to be able to know that you've started the application. Like I said, if you want me to do a detailed video on how to apply step by step using an example, comment plant health, and I'll probably do a video on that for you. Now, this particular scholarship is economic Policies for Global Transition. It's an Erasmus Mundus Joint Master's Scholarship called APOC. Now, one thing you need to know is that this Erasmus Mundus scholarship, they come with their own names, so you wouldn't be able to use one particular name. So this is the particular name for this consortium. Now they've given some admission requirements, what they need, and most of them is quite the same for all of them, but a little bit of differences will come in. They need a bachelor's degree, obviously, a good level of English, a clear motivation. They need, this is how the application procedure is. You will need to fill out this application form. This is what they will need. And I know there's a couple of places in the application that you will need to attach this document, a CV, a scanned copy of one of your relevant diploma with relation to the particular application you're applying for, scanned copies of your transcript, proof of English language, statement of purpose, and they've stated emphatically what should be in the statement of purpose. It says that not more than 500 words. It should highlight the application's motivation for applying for the EPOG Master's Program, any relevant academic and work experience, and future career plans. They'll need 2 recommendation letter, a scanned copy of your passport, and a proof of place of residence, and applicants own other funding, which is non-mandatory because this application is for Erasmus Mundus. But if in case you don't get Erasmus Mundus, you think the course is good, you've looked at the fees and you can apply for it, or you can use a different particular scholarship to apply for it, you can do that. Now, they've already opened the application and it's closing on January 31st. There's quite some time, Paris time. Please do the conversion to your particular country's time so that you do not miss it. Now, this next scholarship is the Erasmus Mundus scholarship in georesources engineering. So if you have a friend or you know somebody or you personally are in this field and you want to apply for it, you can apply for that, but apply for MSc program today and be a pioneer in raw material sustainability. So you can see that the course is between that area. There's a huge apply today here as well. If you go there, it can give you how to apply. Like I said, if you want me to do a detailed video on how to apply for yourself, type georesources engineering. Now this one is Tropimundo, and is an Erasmus Mundus joint master's degree in tropical biodiversity and ecosystems. And just like the name would suggest, it's looking at a 2-year master's like just any other Erasmus Mundus. Specialization is possible on the evolution of tropical flora and vegetation, phonistic assemblages. I mean, there are quite some keywords in here on what the program is about. So you might want to look at it and see whether it falls within your area and how you can channel your letter of motivation or statement of purpose or whichever one they are requiring for to be able to fit the program call. And he's saying that the call is open till 15th of January 2022. The first Tropimundo call is for scholarship seekers or self-funded applicant. There's an important note to note here and how you can also apply for it. So click here to get your personal account to the online application and information management tool. You can click here and start the application. You can watch a couple of videos in your free time to know what they inspired them and see whether you can pick some inspiration from them to channel your interest as well. So this is Tropimundo. Now, this is another Erasmus Mundus scholarship in agricultural, food, and environmental policy analysis. And they also require the same sort of a form of admission requirement. They need the letter of motivation. Like others, you see statement of purpose, you see probably personal statement. The words are used interchangeably, and there's actually a difference in all of that. So there are some video on my YouTube channel to explain what differences and how you can write it. I also give an example of how to write it. When you do, please check with somebody within your area to be able to see if they can help you to apply. So this is co-funded by the Erasmus Mundus in collaboration with the Agriculture, Food, and Environmental Policy Analysis, which is the application. Now, this is known as the SOFONAMA, which is, yeah, I hope I got their name right, which is an MSc in Sustainable Forest and Nature Management. And the call is in 2 parts. So for non-EU applicants or international student, it's from 15th October, which has been open already, to 15 January 2022, or from 16 January for EU to 1st March. So if you want to apply, the application procedure is here. If you want me to do a detailed video on Sofunama, click on Sofunama in the comment section. Now, this is the Erasmus Mundus Scholarship, which is an MA in Advanced Development in Social Work. And this is open, so you can go to apply here and see the list of documents they require from you to be able to apply. And they are saying that it's designed to give social workers outstanding level of practical skills so that they can confidently respond to vulnerabilities and uncertainties facing societies across the world. It's between 5 consortium European countries. So this is Denmark, France, Poland, Portugal, and the UK. And so if you find yourself within that field, do and go for it. This is Erasmus Mundus scholarship for Master in Work, Organisational, and Personal Psychology. The scholarship is open till January 10, 2022. You can start your application process here by clicking on how to apply here. And also there are a couple of information here you can also access to be able to gain into what to do and how to read it, and also contact somebody to help you. This is the Erasmus Mundus scholarship here, which is also looking at available to people, submitted online through University of Glasgow. They cannot accept any application any other way. So all application for the Eurosud program and Erasmus Mundus must be submitted online to University of Glasgow. Now you have 42 days to submit your application once you begin the process. And so they've asked for things that they need. And this is the Eurosud scholarship application form. This scholarship form is the same for scholarship and self-funding. This has a section for personal statement. So it is important to explain by reference to your background, current interests and futures, but why the Eurosud program in general, and suggest pathway in particular, which is helpful for you, and some other documents. They've also highlighted certain information that are also very well. Do not apply through a third party like me or whatever. This is how to apply. There's apply here, which will lead you straight into that. So for the sake and purposes of this video, if I don't want to go in detail with it, if you want me to do a video on that, click write in the chat box Eurosud, and I'll do a detailed step-by-step video. Now, this is called the BioRef European Masters Program, and it's a master's program in the field of BioRefinery, which is between France, Italy, Poland, and so they are giving it's a huge European research and development project in the field of biomass conversion. So if you find yourself within that area and you're interested to apply, please do apply, or mention someone's name here whilst you're watching in your area who thinks that they can apply, and please tell them to start the application. If you really want me to do a detailed step-by-step, type in the chat comment section BioRef. Now, the next list of Erasmus Mundus scholarships are being run at University of Glasgow as well, like the previous one that I've mentioned. And so this is an Erasmus Mundus for adult education for social change. And so there's a huge apply now here. They've mentioned a list of the requirement document and specifically the scholarship application form, which you need to fill. They've mentioned that the deadline is on the 14th of January 2022, and what other scholarships are available if you want to. International scholarships application are open till 25th of July 2022, and that of the UK and EU is 31st August. There's quite some time, so if you need to, and you want to be able to add on the English language test, you can want to apply for it and write it. You can also write it within this time to apply. Now, this is within the same consortium, which is Erasmus Mundus Joint Scholarship on Tourism, Development and Culture. And so I know a friend who was looking for a scholarship in tourism and development and culture, and it was quite difficult. And so if they've opened that means that tourism is forming a big, huge societal change. If you're really interested, hardly will you come by this scholarship. If you're within this field or have a background and interest in this field, please do apply for it. Now, this is also in University of Glasgow, which is a PGT on Security, Intelligence and Strategic Studies. And the scholarship is open, so you can have a read through. It's a 2-year program for both full-time EU and international student. Um, they've given some important knowledge here. You would want to read about this, and so you would want to open and read about it and what not. But it's you would they are looking at people with research area in politics, international relations, history area, cultural, law, sociology, criminology, human geography, computing science. I mean, there are quite a lot. So if you fall within that area, you can go for it. This is PGT for global markets, local creativities as well, and within the same University of Glasgow, and the same scholarship scheme, but different topics, like I said. So I hope that you found a scholarship that you want within your area. If you've not found a scholarship within your area, you can still follow Dear Young Graduate. Do not cast your eggs in one basket. This is open to all and for all. We post a lot of scholarships here for people that need it. So if you've not found any area within your field, you might want to follow Dear Young Graduate and see whether you have a particular field. We're on Instagram. This is LinkedIn. We are on Facebook here as well. You can also check out our Facebook page and see we have posted a number of scholarships over the time, and find out if you have a particular scholarship. We are also on Instagram and on Twitter as Dear Young Graduate. Like I said, this is just to end the session. If you know somebody, or if you want me to do a detailed step-by-step video, type the name of the particular course that you want me to do a detailed step-by-step from start to finish in the comment section, and I'll be sure to bring you back a detailed step-by-step video. I'm trying to be very active on here on this YouTube thing, so please do bear with me. And so thank you so much for watching, and see you same time, another scholarship, and bye.